Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt like something was off? Maybe it's a dull ache in your chest, a lingering cough that won't go away, or just an unexplained sense of fatigue. You tell yourself, it's just part of getting older. Everyone wakes up feeling a little stiff. But what if it's not just aging, but your body trying to warn you about something more serious? Take the story of Bill, a 67-year-old man from Texas. He had always been in good health, only visiting the doctor for routine checkups. But over the past few weeks, every morning, he felt short of breath and had a mild yet persistent cough. He assumed it was just seasonal allergies or the dry air in his bedroom. However, when the symptoms didn't improve, his wife urged him to get checked. The result? Bill was diagnosed with early-stage lung cancer, but thanks to early detection, his doctors said his chances of recovery were very high. According to the American Cancer Society, over 1.9 million new cancer cases are diagnosed each year in the US, and more than 60% of cancers occur in people over the age of 65. The good news? Many types of cancer can be treated successfully if detected early. That's why recognizing warning signs as soon as you wake up could be life-saving. In this video, we're going to explore 5 critical signs you should never ignore when you wake up in the morning. These aren't just common aches and pains. These are potential red flags for something more serious, possibly even cancer. And the best part? If you catch them early, you can take action in time to protect your health. Before we dive in, if you find this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss any important health updates for aging adults. Have you ever noticed a symptom that seemed small at first, but turned out to be something more serious? Share your story in the comments. Your experience could help someone else recognize a warning sign before it's too late. Now, let's take a look at 5 critical warning signs to watch for every morning. For the sake of your health, don't miss what's coming next. Number 1. After waking up, persistent headaches. Waking up with a persistent headache isn't just an annoyance. It could be a warning sign from your body that something more serious is going on. If you experience frequent morning headaches, don't brush them off as just another part of aging. These headaches could indicate an undiagnosed cerebrovascular condition, where reduced blood flow to the brain deprives it of essential oxygen and nutrients. This can lead to chronic headaches, dizziness, sleep disturbances, and even memory loss. If left untreated, this condition can result in strokes, permanent nerve damage, or even life-threatening complications. I once heard a heartbreaking story about John, a 71-year-old retired teacher from California. For months, John woke up with headaches, but ignored them, assuming it was just dehydration or a side effect of aging. He took pain relievers every morning and went on with his day. Then one morning, while brushing his teeth, he suddenly felt numbness on one side of his face and lost his balance. He collapsed to the floor, unable to move his right arm. When he was rushed to the hospital, doctors confirmed he had suffered a stroke caused by a blood clot blocking blood flow to his brain, something that could have been prevented if he had taken his morning headaches more seriously. In addition to cerebrovascular conditions, cervical spondylosis, or neck degeneration, is another common cause of morning headaches. Bone spurs in the cervical spine can press on nerves and restrict blood flow to the brain, causing dizziness, nausea, poor concentration, and memory issues. The American Academy of Neurology warns that more than 35% of older adults show signs of cervical spine degeneration without realizing its impact on brain health. Another overlooked cause is depression and anxiety disorders, which can lead to chronic morning headaches due to low serotonin levels and high cortisol levels from prolonged stress. Headaches related to depression can severely impact energy levels, mental clarity, and overall quality of life. So, what can you do if your morning headaches aren't severe but still disrupt your day? Try one of these 3 simple at-home remedies. 1. Ginger tea. Add a teaspoon of freshly ground ginger to a cup of hot water and drink it warm. Ginger has natural anti-inflammatory properties that help alleviate headaches. 2. Soaking your feet in warm water, just 10 to 15 minutes each evening, can improve blood circulation and reduce nighttime stress, lowering the risk of waking up with a headache. 3. Deep breathing before bed. Spending just 5 minutes focusing on your breath can significantly reduce stress levels and improve sleep quality, helping you wake up feeling refreshed. But most importantly, if you experience frequent morning headaches, don't ignore them. See a doctor immediately, as they could be an early sign of a more serious condition. You don't want to end up like John, realizing the truth only when it's too late. Take control of your health now to prevent devastating consequences in the future. Number 2. After waking up joint pain. As we age, joint pain becomes an unavoidable issue, but it's crucial not to dismiss these aches as just another sign of getting older. They could be warning signs of serious health conditions. Take, for example, James Peterson, a 68-year-old from Houston, Texas. At first, he only experienced mild discomfort in his knees and hips in the mornings. He assumed it was just part of aging and ignored it. However, as weeks went by, the pain worsened, making it increasingly difficult for him to move around. His joints became so stiff in the morning that he struggled to get out of bed, often spending several minutes massaging his legs just to stand up. He also noticed some swelling in his knees but dismissed it since the pain wasn't unbearable. He put off seeing a doctor, until one day while stepping down the stairs, he suddenly lost his balance and fell. That's when his family rushed him to the hospital. After a series of tests, doctors diagnosed him with bone tuberculosis, a rare but growing health threat in the US. His doctor explained that tuberculosis bacteria had been silently attacking his joints for months before any noticeable symptoms appeared. By the time he sought medical help, the infection had spread to his spine, putting him at risk of losing mobility permanently. The treatment process was long and grueling, involving high-dose antibiotics and physical therapy to help him regain movement. But even with treatment, he now faces the possibility of permanent joint stiffness, making mobility more difficult than ever. James Peterson's story is a stark reminder that joint pain is not always just an aging issue. It can signal something far more dangerous. Health experts advise that if your joint pain persists in the mornings or worsens over time, you should seek medical attention immediately. If your pain is mild, you can try 3 simple methods to improve your condition. First, apply a warm compress to the affected area for 15 to 20 minutes, 2 to 3 times a day, to help reduce inflammation and improve circulation. Second, engage in light exercises such as walking, yoga, or stretching to enhance flexibility and reduce joint stiffness. Third, use essential oils such as peppermint, ginger, or lavender for massage, which can help reduce inflammation and soothe joint pain. In addition to joint pain, many older adults experience fatigue and memory loss upon waking up. This not only affects energy levels and daily focus, but could also indicate more serious health conditions. For instance, hypothyroidism can lead to persistent fatigue due to insufficient thyroid hormone production, while diabetes can cause extreme exhaustion and trouble concentrating due to unstable blood sugar levels. Additionally, depression is a common culprit that drains energy and impairs memory function. If you constantly feel fatigued and mentally foggy without a clear reason, consult a doctor for proper evaluation. If your condition is not severe, you can improve it with 3 simple strategies. First, drink lemon water to boost vitamin C levels, strengthen the immune system, and stay alert. Second, establish a consistent sleep schedule to ensure high-quality rest and allow your body to recover. Third, maintain a balanced diet rich in vitamins, minerals, and protein to supply the necessary energy for daily activities. Another concerning issue that many seniors face is wheezing and mucus buildup in the mouth upon waking up. This could be a sign of several respiratory conditions, including lung cancer, when excess mucus accumulates, blocking airways and causing breathing difficulties. Another common cause is asthma, a chronic condition that leads to coughing, wheezing, and increased mucus production. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, can also cause morning breathlessness, making it harder to breathe as the condition worsens. Bronchitis is another culprit, leading to excessive mucus production and persistent coughing. If you frequently experience these symptoms, especially with additional signs like prolonged coughing, shortness of breath, or chest pain, see a doctor immediately for proper diagnosis and treatment. However, if your symptoms are mild, you can try 3 simple remedies. Drinking warm water with honey and lemon to soothe the throat and clear mucus, using a humidifier in your bedroom to prevent airway irritation caused by dry air, and steaming with essential oils such as peppermint or tea tree oil to help open airways and relieve wheezing. If you find this information helpful, leave a comment to share your thoughts. Thank you for taking the time to prioritize your health. Number 3, after waking up, is a loss of appetite. Loss of appetite in the morning can significantly impact your eating habits and overall health. This condition can stem from various causes, ranging from minor digestive issues to more serious medical conditions. For example, stomach ulcers are one of the most common causes of morning nausea, stomach pain, and a lack of appetite. This occurs when stomach acid damages the lining of the stomach, making eating uncomfortable and reducing your desire for food. Another potential cause is fatty liver disease, which affects digestion and metabolism, leading to changes in appetite. More concerning, cancer, particularly stomach or esophageal cancer, can interfere with eating and lead to persistent appetite loss. If you experience prolonged morning appetite loss, especially with unexplained weight loss or difficulty swallowing, you should see a doctor immediately for a proper diagnosis. I once thought skipping breakfast was no big deal. But after turning 50, I noticed a change. Some mornings, I had no appetite at all, even after fasting all night. I brushed it off as stress or aging, until I started feeling constantly fatigued and losing weight without trying. When I finally saw a doctor, I learned that morning appetite loss can be an early warning sign of serious health conditions. A good friend of mine, David, 68 from Florida, went through something similar. He lost interest in breakfast over time and assumed it was just a natural part of aging. But when his wife noticed his rapid weight loss, she insisted he see a doctor. It turned out he had early-stage esophageal cancer. Fortunately, because it was caught early, he received successful treatment. This experience made me realize that any significant change in eating habits, especially when prolonged, should never be ignored. If your appetite loss is mild, you can try a few simple methods to stimulate your taste buds. 1. Start with a light breakfast. Eating easily digestible foods like fruit, nuts, or yogurt can gently wake up your appetite. 2. Drink fresh fruit juice. Juices like orange, apple, or pomegranate not only provide essential vitamins, but also enhance digestion and boost your desire to eat. 3. Add flavorful ingredients. Ginger, mint, or mild spices can stimulate your taste buds and make meals more enjoyable. But the most important lesson I learned is that if appetite loss persists, don't ignore it. Seek medical advice. If you notice a loss of interest in food, nausea, or unexplained weight loss, get checked by a doctor as soon as possible. Don't wait until your health declines. Be proactive in addressing early warning signs. Another symptom I once overlooked was blood in the stool. One morning, I noticed a small amount of blood on the toilet paper. I assumed it was due to constipation or a minor tear and thought little of it. But when it happened repeatedly, I realized this was not something to ignore. Doctors say that if blood in the stool happens occasionally, especially with constipation, it could be due to anal fissures or mild hemorrhoids, which usually heal on their own. But if you see frequent or persistent bleeding, it could indicate a more serious condition. Hemorrhoids are a common cause of rectal bleeding. Mild cases may produce bright red blood on toilet paper or in the stool, but in severe cases, blood can flow in droplets or streams, leading to anemia, fatigue, and declining health. If left untreated, hemorrhoids can worsen, causing rectal vein thrombosis or severe infections that interfere with normal bowel function. Another major cause is colon polyps, which can cause gastrointestinal bleeding and, if untreated, increase the risk of colorectal cancer. Blood in the stool can also indicate more severe digestive diseases, such as ulcerative colitis or colorectal cancer. If the blood appears dark, it may be from internal bleeding in the upper digestive tract, which is even more concerning. According to the American Gastroenterological Association, up to 50% of colorectal cancer cases are diagnosed in later stages because people ignore early signs like rectal bleeding. To reduce the risk of digestive issues and prevent rectal bleeding, maintain a fiber-rich diet with fresh vegetables and fruits, which help prevent constipation and protect the intestinal lining. Stay hydrated to keep your digestive system functioning smoothly. Get regular screenings, even if you don't have symptoms. Routine colonoscopies can detect abnormalities early, preventing more serious health issues. If you notice blood in your stool, see a doctor immediately to identify the cause and receive timely treatment. My experience and David's story taught me one important lesson. Your body always sends signals when something isn't right, and it's your responsibility to pay attention. Don't ignore symptoms like appetite loss or blood in the stool. They could be crucial warnings of serious health problems. I was lucky to catch mine early, and I hope you do too. Take care of your health, because no one else can do it for you. Number 4. After waking up is a bitter taste in the mouth. Have you ever woken up after a seemingly good night's sleep, only to find your mouth feeling dry and bitter? That lingering bitterness can be frustrating, making you feel uncomfortable and sluggish from the very start of your day. Have you ever experienced this? Many people assume that waking up with a bitter taste in their mouth is simply the result of stress, an irregular sleep schedule, chronic fatigue from work pressures, or long-term smoking. However, this assumption may not always be correct, as underlying health issues could be at play. First and foremost, liver disease is a potential culprit. The liver is a vital organ responsible for regulating biochemical processes and detoxifying harmful substances from the body. According to traditional medical texts, when liver function is impaired, it can lead to excessive heat and moisture retention, which affects the gallbladder, causing bile to overflow and resulting in a bitter and dry mouth. Additionally, chronic stress, fatigue, or frequent irritability can weaken liver function, further contributing to a persistent bitter taste, dry tongue, and ultimately, acid reflux. Gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD, occurs when the muscle at the top of the stomach weakens over time or due to unhealthy lifestyle habits. This allows stomach acid to flow back into the esophagus, leading to a burning sensation in the chest and stomach, often accompanied by a sour and bitter taste in the mouth. Next, kidney-related issues should also be considered. The kidneys play a crucial role in detoxifying the body through urine, filtering the blood, and regulating blood pressure. When kidney function declines, toxins can accumulate in the body, leading to a range of symptoms, including skin reactions, oral health issues, and, notably, bad breath with a metallic, bitter taste and dryness upon waking. Additionally, waking up with a dry, bitter mouth could be an indication of diabetes. This condition arises from poorly managed blood sugar levels or the side effects of certain diabetes medications prescribed by doctors. If you frequently wake up with a persistent bitter taste in your mouth, it is essential to carefully evaluate your lifestyle and dietary habits to determine the root cause. If poor oral hygiene is the issue, improving your dental care routine is the solution. Brushing your teeth properly, using vertical strokes, and moving the toothbrush from the outer to the inner surfaces can help, as aggressive horizontal brushing can damage gums and enamel. The ideal brushing time should be about 2 to 3 minutes. If your bitter taste stems from digestive issues, adjusting your diet to reduce acidic and greasy foods while opting for lighter, milder meals can help protect your stomach and alleviate symptoms. If you're still watching this video and find these insights useful, please comment the number 2 below to let me know you're here with me. I truly appreciate your valuable time. However, if you are experiencing liver or gallbladder issues, try to reduce irritability and maintain emotional balance to support liver health. Keeping a calm and positive mindset while avoiding prolonged stress can significantly contribute to overall well-being. Most importantly, prioritize your body's defense system by ensuring adequate rest, maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, and limiting smoking and alcohol consumption to protect your internal organs. Number 5. Persist coughing after waking up could be a sign of lung cancer. As we get older, our bodies start sending us signals, sometimes small, sometimes more persistent, about our health. It's easy to brush off certain symptoms as just part of aging, but some signs should never be ignored. One of the most important and often overlooked warning signs is a persistent cough after waking up. If you've noticed that you wake up every morning with a nagging cough that won't go away, it's time to pay attention. While a mild morning cough can be due to something harmless like dry air or a little post-nasal drip, a lingering cough that lasts for weeks could be your body's way of warning you about something far more serious: lung cancer. Lung cancer is one of the deadliest diseases in the world, taking the lives of hundreds of thousands of people each year. And here's the frightening truth: many people don't realize they have it until it's too late. Unlike some other illnesses, lung cancer doesn't always come with obvious pain or discomfort in the early stages. Instead, the symptoms are subtle, easy to ignore, and often mistaken for something else, especially a lingering morning cough. The reality is that by the time most people start experiencing severe symptoms, the disease has already progressed to an advanced stage, making treatment much more difficult. That's why it's so important for older adults to recognize the early warning signs and act quickly. If you've had a cough that lingers for more than 2 weeks, even if it seems mild, you should take it seriously. A lung cancer-related cough is different from the kind of cough you get from a cold or allergies. It often starts as a persistent dry cough, the kind that makes your throat feel irritated or scratchy. Over time, it becomes deeper, more frequent, and harder to ignore. Some people may develop a cough that produces phlegm, which may be clear, yellow, or even streaked with blood. Others might notice a wheezing sound when breathing or experience shortness of breath, especially after mild activities. The key thing to remember is that this type of cough does not go away, no matter how many cough drops you suck on or how much water you drink. Many older adults assume that coughing is just part of aging, but that's not always true. If you've never had a chronic cough before and suddenly develop one that won't go away, it's a red flag. This is especially true if you have a history of smoking, exposure to secondhand smoke, or have worked in environments with dust, fumes, or other air pollutants. Even if you quit smoking years ago, your risk of lung cancer remains higher than someone who has never smoked. And for those who have never smoked, don't assume you're in the clear. About 20% of lung cancer cases occur in people who have never smoked. What makes lung cancer so dangerous is that it doesn't always feel like a serious illness in the beginning. Many people experience only mild symptoms, like a hoarse voice, occasional shortness of breath, or a little discomfort when swallowing. Others feel a general sense of fatigue, unexplained weight loss, or persistent chest discomfort that comes and goes. Because these symptoms are easy to dismiss, many older adults assume they're just feeling under the weather or getting older. But if a nagging cough is waking you up every morning and doesn't seem to be improving, it's time to listen to your body. It's important to understand that not every morning cough means cancer. Other conditions, such as chronic bronchitis, pneumonia, COPD, and acid reflux, can also cause persistent coughing. However, the difference is that most of these conditions improve with treatment, while a lung cancer-related cough doesn't go away, no matter what you do. If you've been dealing with a chronic cough for weeks and it keeps getting worse, you should see a doctor as soon as possible. A simple chest X-ray or low-dose CT scan can detect lung abnormalities before symptoms become severe. Early detection could mean the difference between a treatable condition and a life-threatening disease. Some people hesitate to get checked because they're afraid of bad news, but catching lung cancer early gives you the best chance of successful treatment. In fact, when detected in the early stages, lung cancer can often be treated effectively with surgery, radiation, or targeted therapies. But if you wait too long, the options become much more limited. This is why paying attention to persistent symptoms, especially in older age, is so important. Aside from medical checkups, there are steps you can take to protect yourself from lung cancer. If you still smoke, the best thing you can do for your lungs is to quit. The good news is that even if you've been smoking for decades, quitting at any age significantly reduces your risk. Avoiding secondhand smoke is equally important, as long-term exposure can damage your lungs just as much as direct smoking. If you live in an area with high air pollution, consider using an air purifier in your home. And if you worked in industries with exposure to dust, asbestos, or chemicals, you should be extra cautious about any respiratory symptoms. Another important factor in protecting lung health is staying physically active. Light exercise, such as walking or yoga, can help improve lung capacity and circulation, making it easier for your lungs to function properly. A diet rich in antioxidant-rich foods like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains can also support lung health and reduce inflammation. Drinking plenty of water is another simple yet effective way to keep your lungs clear and healthy. If you're waking up every morning with a cough that won't quit, don't ignore it. Don't assume it's just age or the weather. Pay attention to your body and get it checked out. Even if it turns out to be something minor, it's always better to be safe than sorry. If lung cancer is caught early, the chances of successful treatment are much higher. But if it goes undetected, it can spread silently until it's too late. So if you're still watching this video and you found this information helpful, leave a comment below with the number 3 to let us know you're here. If you've ever experienced persistent coughing or know someone who has, share your thoughts in the comments. And most importantly, take care of your health. Your body is always sending signals. Listen to them, act early, and protect yourself. If this video has helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue bringing you important health information. Thank you for taking the time to learn about these crucial warning signs. Your health is worth it.